Welcome to Land Review Live. Today we're looking at two properties in Georgia, one for 4K and the other one for 25 million. We're going to review them and we have 30 minutes on the clock and then we're going to decide which one is a better deal. So Erica, let's get into it.
All right, what does 4K get you in Georgia?
Seems like a nice lot so far.
It does.
I don't know why it's 4K. We'll find out,
Yeah.
I guess.
Wait,
Does it have access? Road?
what is?
That's just sunlight, Erica.
Yeah, that's just
sunlight.
sunlight.
You're like examining it, like you're like, there's something wrong there. Seems to have good access as
Yeah,
well.
it does.
So why is it only 4K? Is
That's
it too
the
small?
question. It's 0.28 acres.
It's 0.28, so more than a quarter.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
Sylvester, Georgia. Looking for perfect lot to build your next single family rental investment or your new home. This listing consists of 7 lots on Sadler Street and 1 lot on Lee Street. The list price of $3,900 is for each individual lot
Why didn't they make separate listings?
because it's cheaper. Every like if you go to like MLS, like the flat fee MLS.
Oh, yeah, this looks like it's flat fee MLS.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
it's like $200 something for every listing. So instead of spending 200 times 7, 1,400, they're just like, well, we're just gonna
But you're only seeing information for one of the lots.
yeah.
So,
That's why I added in description, right?
yeah.
They can be purchased individually or together as a package deal. Restricted to stick built, only no mobile homes. Does that mean does it have CCRs or HOA? No square footage requirements. Call for your showing today.
This is really because I guess I'm assuming the Sadler lots are all adjacent, or, I mean, we don't know where the other lots are.
Yeah. But you have to call them, Erica. Yeah. So it's 298 days on Zillow. So it's been sitting there for almost a year. And 358 views in last 30 days, 27 saves in last 30 days. So it's definitely cheap enough that almost 10% of people are saving it. Saving it.
But it hasn't sold. I wonder if that's just because it was 8 lots.
Or so they
they're-
sold like some of them.
So maybe that's what they did. As they sell one,
Like a
they
generic-
highlight a different.
Yeah. I don't even know if they're updating photos.
Yeah.
They're like, that's why the emphasis is on call. And then we're gonna, right? So where is it? Let's see what's nearby. Well, it seems
Yeah.
like a reasonable suburban,
Yeah, small town.
small town. Okay. Yeah, they removed the labels in satellite
So-
views. Let's go.
So we're like in this area.
Yeah.
We do actually have some lots in Georgia right now.
Yeah, we'll look at it. What about,
That's-
is there street view? Let's zoom in.
There is.
I think if you just click on
We're
street,
outside of Albany. We've sold some properties in Albany.
Albany,
though.
yeah. If you click on street view, it will just take you there. Well, we don't know if this is one of the lots or is this more like a generic GPS coordinates. There are a lot around there.
Well, Sadler Street is pretty small, so
Or maybe
it's
it is.
probably
It is one
a
of the
good-
lots over here.
yeah.
Okay.
They must have it's a small street, right? So they must have like all the
Yeah.
vacant lots on this street.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what are the? Can we click on lot lines to see?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. So now we can see which ones are sold and are selling. So one sold for 2K. You zoom in.
Yeah.
Zoom in. Oh, that one sold for 2K.
Looks like there might be
Can you click on it? Also, the lots are really cheap there.
yeah, I guess that's
Oh, it's 0.28 acres. So maybe it is. Huh. It just sold in 2025.
I wonder if this is the same. Oh, probably not because it's priced differently.
Yeah. Plus, it's a separate listing,
Yeah.
right? They have everything in one.
Yeah, I guess this is just a very affordable area.
Yeah.
Should we look for
So
land
maybe
here?
it is a good deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we look for what?
Land here?
Land tier?
Land here.
Land here. Okay, sure. All right, let's keep moving.
Yeah.
Erica, pacing.
Yeah. This home was only
100K.
100K.
Oh,
So
very,
yeah, if you're
very
looking
affordable.
if you're
So
looking
this
for
is Sylvester,
affordable,
Georgia. Juniper, tell us about Sylvester, Georgia. Is that a good place to live? What kind of, what kind of
What's the
a
niche
community
score?
is there?
Sure thing. Sylvester, Georgia has that small town southern charm going on. It's known for a pretty tight knit community vibe, friendly neighbours, and a slower pace of life. You'll find a lot of local pride, especially around their agriculture and festivals. So if you like a place where people know each other and things are a bit more laid back, it's definitely got its perks.
No, it's small.
Your small median home value is 125K. Or the crime score is high. Grow up. The crime score is high here, right? So maybe. What are the other scores? Cost of living is A.
Yeah.
It's hard to find. Health and fitness C. What? No one's hitting the gym? Why is no
Too
one's
small for Planet Fitness,
Or maybe they're like, everyone has a home gym,
maybe.
and then they're getting dinged unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Erica.
Yeah, that would not be fair. You're
Yeah,
right.
that's not fair. If everyone has a Peloton and then home gyms, why are they getting C in health and fitness? I think we need to start a Planet Fitness there, right? To get the score up.
You're always looking for new businesses to start. So
No, I'm always looking for new sponsorships. All right, Planet Fitness is like, well, we don't care. You guys are a land show. All right, let's move on. Erica, we got to keep moving. People didn't click here
yeah.
to watch the $2,000 property. They clicked here to watch the $25 million one. So let's. Is there
Okay.
anything else, or should we do the land score?
All right, let's just quickly see. There is public water. Very low annual taxes.
Yeah.
So
Assessed is 2,000 as well. All right.
and
So the
yeah,
price
so they
is,
must have sold a lot of
and
the other.
relisted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All
Okay.
right. Let's do the land score.
What county is this worth? All right.
All right. So location. I mean, reasonable. I mean, it's not like
I mean, there
top
are
tier,
yeah,
right?
not top tier, but it is in a small town. There are
Yeah.
some amenities.
Access. I mean, it does have access, right? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, two.
What
I'd
about
say two.
sewer?
They didn't mention sewer, so
maybe
that's an
not
unknown.
sewer. Okay. Natural value.
You should say what number you're giving each.
Or 1.5 for location, 2 for access. Natural value. I mean, it doesn't have any
yeah.
views or anything. So
Yeah.
maybe 1.
Yeah.
Development, cost to develop.
So it isn't in an area with a lot of homes. There are utilities, but given how low value the surrounding homes seem to be, I think
The
there's
cost
about
might be the
Yeah.
cost of building might be too much compared to the how much it will sell for from an
Yeah.
investment perspective.
yeah.
So maybe 1.5.
Yeah.
All right. So the land score is 6 out of 10. All right, let's keep moving. Ega, let's go to the next property. It's at 25 million. But Ega, you were saying we had some Georgia properties on our listings. You
We
want to show
do.
that?
Yeah. So if you are looking for very affordable land in Georgia,
Oh, we were not affiliated with the Zillow
yes,
listing.
we're not. we look at these listings for fun.
And for criticism purposes. Because we're wannabe land critics.
But we do sell properties. We're not actually real estate agents. We only sell properties that our company owns, which means that we can actually offer owner financing on all of them. And we do specialize in affordable land. So generally, our properties are below 30K, just as a price point reference. And you can find them all at land.gocap.com. But if Georgia is your area, we do have a couple properties there. We can go down to our filter here.
Yeah, 3 properties.
We have 3.
Yeah.
So in Gilmer and Gordon County, these are
Gilmer is on hold right now.
is.
I think someone is buying it.
So we can just highlight our Gordon County properties. Gordon County's up here in the north, very green forested area around National Forest and the Blue Ridge Mountains, kind of an area where people look for vacation summer homes or a full-time home out in nature.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
So the $25 million property for 29, almost 3,000 acres. Let's look
That is
at
a
the
big
photos.
lot.
Brunswick, Georgia. In the meantime, we can ask. Hold on, Juniper, tell us about Brunswick, Georgia.
it's river
Absolutely.
fronted.
So Brunswick,
frontage.
Georgia has its own flavour of coastal charm. It's got a historic downtown with lots of those classic old buildings and some beautiful marshland scenery around. The community is pretty friendly and there's a nice mix of cultural events, local seafood spots, and easy access to the Golden Isles. So if you like a coastal town vibe with a bit of history, Brunswick's a pretty solid spot.
It's a lot of marshland,
Yeah.
right?
What do you think? A hunting property? I wonder if that's what they're.
Hunting. More like boating property or fishing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
fish-
Let's see.
Let's see what they say.
Okay. So
Vast
vast conservation acreage. Oh, they already have a conservation easement.
Let's see.
Established roadways. Rare coastal development opportunity with river access in Glynn County. An exceptional opportunity awaits with Longwood, a thoughtful planned 2,975 acre residential development in Brunswick, Georgia. Direct
Oh.
frontage.
This is another one where they did maybe the entitlements already.
Oh, 1,300 residential units, vast conservation acreage. Legacy property offers the perfect balance of natural beauty and development potential.
So they're trying to design one of these planned communities that centers around nature and
Oh, I see.
And
POA
sustainability.
owned access roads. I think it's something to brag about. POA owned access roads. Although it is POA, not HOA.
right.
So property owner association is usually less restrictive than an HOA because they're mostly about maintaining the roads, access, and less about putting in harsh restrictions. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. What else, Erica?
So tidal marshlands, mature woodlands, designed with sustainability in mind. More than a decade of planning has resulted in recorded conservation easements, architectural guidelines, and POA-owned access roads already in place. They do say there's public water available and on-site septic is permitted.
With an existing variance, what does that mean? Existing variance, as in like they already procured permissions to do the variance
Yeah. I wonder why they're not showing the plans if they did all this work already.
because they're exclusive.
Yeah.
Do you remember you were asking me why do we say exclusive offers?
Yeah.
Because they're exclusive. Okay. Private community dock with a boat lift. Boat lift? Provide river access. But what's a boat lift? Why are you lifting boats?
To get it out of the water.
It's a boat.
Well, sometimes you don't store it on the water.
Oh, you're storing it off water and then you're getting it on the water. Right? Okay. Provides river access with a second dock's
Site.
site
Site, probably.
available pending DNR approval. DNR, Department of Natural Resources. The remaining acreage includes legally vested entitlements and established roadways, offering a clear path for continued development. Originally entitled for over 4,400 units, the development was scaled back in 2017 to preserve the natural landscape while delivering a more intentional, conservation-focused community vision. I wonder what changed, why they changed it. Maybe they had to get
It's
to that angle
probably-
to get
yeah.
to get conservation easement
Yeah.
credits.
Yeah.
Whether you're a developer seeking a large-scale, eco-conscious project or an investor looking for long-term potential in a high-demand coastal market, Longwood stands out as a rare and valuable offering. Contact blah 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 for detailed plans, entitlements, easement documentations, and site visits. So 133 days on Zillow, 571 views, and 31 saves. Okay. All right. Let's see where we are. I want to see like
And how
That's
how much could you expect to sell homes for in this area? new
Juniper,
construction homes.
how much can you expect to sell homes in this area?
Well, it does depend a bit on which area you're looking at and the type of home, but let's break it down. In a place like Sylvester, Georgia, home prices are usually on the more affordable side. So you might see homes selling anywhere in the lower to mid 100,000s range. For Brunswick, because it's got that coastal appeal and some higher demand areas, you might see a broader range. Homes there can go from a couple 100,000 up into the mid 300,000s or even higher, depending on how close you are to those coastal spots and the property itself. So it's got a bit of a range, but those are the ballpark figures.
So what is it coming to?
Well, existing homes look like they're in
Juniper, what about
The
the new
300
new
range?
construction homes in Brunswick?
New construction homes in Brunswick definitely add a little extra flavor to the market. They usually come at a bit of a premium compared to older homes, so you might be looking
Oh,
at
there's a
prices starting
subdivision
in the
right next
mid
to it.
200,000s
Yeah.
and going up from there, depending on size,
Where's the
finishes,
river
and the
access?
neighborhood. So if you're looking for something shiny and new with all the modern amenities, Brunswick's got options.
over here.
But just be ready for that slightly high price tag.
Will the big boat fit here?
I wonder, I don't know if this is the exact.
No, that's just the
Yeah.
So maybe here, right? The marshland.
Yeah.
So where does this go? This river.
Goes all the way out.
Where I don't see it going out. Oh, is that okay? Going to the ocean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So it has access. Okay. To the ocean.
So like what rough assumption that you could sell the new construction homes for what, like 450, 500?
Well, it depends on the size of the home. A lot
Yeah.
of variables. I
A
don't
lot
think
of
we can put a
variable.
number. Okay. So 25 million, 3,000 acres. Definitely you will have to chop them into subdivisions, right? Chop them into lots using a subdivision, which they have a plan, but they haven't executed it, right? They have the entitlements.
It's more than a decade of planning. I wonder why they did all that planning and then,
Maybe they
Didn't
ran out of
execute.
funding or something.
yeah.
Maybe the original plan was we're going to execute. Then it was like, oh, it's going to be too expensive. So we're going to become more conservation focused, do a conservation easement to save money on taxes, and then try to build more and more eco-conscious because that's the trend. Right? All assumptions, but that's what I'm thinking. All right. So what else? I think we should keep moving. So it is, with zoning is commercial? How are you going to build homes?
Well, they have, I mean, they already have the entitlements. So they,
So they, maybe that's why they said variance.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What else? Let's see. Let's keep moving. So it has community dock, fishing. Oh, fishing. Remember I said fishing?
Mm-hmm.
Annual taxes
No
are only
problem.
4,000 because of
Yeah,
conservation
okay.
easement, right?
yeah, I would want to pull it up on Land ID to see how big
No.
but no, just no.
Okay, so it was listed for 25 million. Oh, Zafial is here. No, Zafial was just trying to save time because ChatGPT said our segments were too long
Boring.
and they were boring when you go to Land ID. Because it's like people get bored. So we're like, all right, fine. We'll just cut the boring parts. Just keep the exciting Zillow parts. Okay. All right. So what else, Erica? That's it. Should we do the land score?
All right. Well, we were fast today.
Yeah, we need to be. That's what I said. Every time I put it in the feedback, ChatGPT said, dude, your pacing sucks. That's the feedback.
You didn't have any big tangents. That's,
Well, yeah, I mean, I go in tangents when there's needed, right? If I go tangents when it's not needed, then it's defeats the point.
right.
Okay, so land score. So location is banger, right? 2.5, right? Access and infrastructure. So road quality is fine, but utilities we don't have, right? So it has.
Well,
it
they did
needs-
mention that public water is available. I mean, you'd have to confirm where.
No, it's not. Well, they got like massive conservation easement.
Yeah,
Your favorite, Zafiel.
I know.
Zafiel was like, I'm out.
I'm out. No.
I'm not watching this anymore. Access and infrastructure. So utilities. So it did say utilities, right? It did have electricity. Can we check again?
It did mention public water. I don't know. know if they specifically mentioned.
Yeah, the public water is available and on-site septic. So you
Is
still
permitted.
need, yeah. Okay, all right. So not,
And they already did.
so maybe
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Okay, natural value is solid, right? It has views, it has river, ocean, access.
Pretty sure Zafael is going to disagree with this score.
I'm out, no conservation. Development and exit options. I mean, it's going to be expensive, very, very
I
expensive.
mean, they say they already have entitlements, but there's
but that's not the
yeah.
hardest thing, right? You need the actual development. Entitlements is all like on paper. You haven't broken ground yet, right?
Yeah, but I think the bigger question would be what's the demand? Like what? you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
How
so exit
economically
options. So
feasible is
what
it?
what would you give then? Cost to build will be high.
Maybe not. I mean, depends on where the
What do you mean?
homes are located.
1,400 homes you're building, right? 1,400 subdivisions.
Well, yeah, but if it's just based on the number of homes, then it's always going to be expensive, and that's not really the.
No, the cost to build compared to the like I'm thinking in terms of how much will it cost to build each home, right? And how much time it will take, and then after you buy for 25 million and you put in all that money, how soon are you recovering your
Right.
initial capital?
Yeah, those. So the big questions would be, what's the absorption rate? Like, is there really,
What's the
market
demand? Like
for-
how fast are you going to sell those homes?
and then what can you sell them for too?
Yeah.
Like, how does that compare to
Right.
the overall price?
The one thing I don't understand is like if you are building a subdivision and you build, you're not gonna build all the homes at once, right? Because it's
Yeah,
gonna
they
kill.
usually do it in-
They're gonna compete with each other, so you
Yeah.
do it in phases.
Yeah.
So if you're doing it in phases, that means your holding costs. That's why they got the conservation easement to reduce the holding costs. Okay, so maybe 2 then. Yeah, because the
okay.
holding costs are less. All right, let's do the land score, Erica. 9 out of 10.
Zafael is going to say no way.
Zafir is like conservation easement 0. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving, Erica. So which one is a better deal? So I think maybe you need a slide for that, or maybe
Yeah.
not.
No. Well, shouldn't we just go back and look at the two?
Yeah.
of them
So
as a reminder.
2.28 acres for 3,900, where the sold price was 2,000. Maybe they bought it, and now they're trying
Yeah.
to flip
Yeah.
2x. 4 by 10.
Oh, that's higher than I thought you'd give it.
Zafiel is feeling generous
Yeah.
today. So yeah, I would pick the cheaper one
Yeah.
because you could still make some money, and it's more, it's less risky because you're 25 million.
Although I will say the downside of this one is no mobile homes, which I think would be the obvious play in this neighborhood.
So you have to pick one, Erica.
Yeah.
Which one?
But yeah, I'd go with the cheaper one.
Okay.
It's less risky.
Yeah.
There are
But-
multiple options
Yeah,
with
but
that.
we don't always pick the cheaper one. Yesterday, I picked the $100 million property. So just in case you're wondering.
I mean, I think to be fair to this one, there's a lot more information we'd need to know before we could accurately figure out the risk.
Yeah. All right, Erica, let's move on. So do you have any $25 million properties that you sell?
No, we're not that rich.
In fact, we're poor.
Yeah.
We
But-
have like cheaper properties.
Well, don't call them cheapo. They're
Compared to 25 million, what would you call them?
Okay.
Our properties are not even 100K, Erica.
That's true. They're affordable, properties.
yeah,
and
that's the
properties,
technical.
Yeah. Well,
That's
properties
more-
that like people like us can afford.
Yeah. But yeah, compared to 25 million, it's very cheap.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have some cheap properties,
Mm-hmm.
as you say, affordable properties. And what else? Which states do you have the most properties in?
Yeah, so right now most of our properties are in North Carolina, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, Nevada, New York, and Florida, but we do work throughout the entire US. So if you don't see your area of interest, we do have a text alert option. So you can put in your state of interest and get an alert, be the first to know when we post a property in that area.
All right. So where do people go? Land.gocap.com?
Yep, land.gocap.com.
Okay.
We help people across the country become landowners and build their version of the American dream.
What if their
And
dream
they-
is buying a $25 million property?
That's true. We couldn't help with that right now.
It's easy to get a $25 million loan, not so easy to make mortgage payments. Unless the mortgage payments were optional. No.
No.
All right, didn't work. All right, fine. All right, what about if someone wanted a property for free, Erica?
We do also have a free land giveaway going on. We are actually giving away a free property. There are no hidden fees. And that's because we want to get the word out about our company. So it's coming up very soon. I can't believe how quickly December is going by, but we will be giving away the lowest priced property in our inventory on January 1st. We will give away the property live at 2 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. So you still have a little bit of time to participate. And if you want to find out how to do that, you can go to our YouTube channel and just go down to Freeland Giveaway. There's a quick 2-minute video that covers everything. So, you can also check out freelandgiveaway.com. If you're interested in land, you can go to land.gocap.com. And we are live every day at 5 p.m. Eastern looking at interesting properties. We also do free property reviews. So if you have a property you'd like a second opinion on, or just a property you think would be super cool to talk about live,
What if it's a first opinion?
or a first opinion, then you can join any day at 5 p.m. Eastern and leave your property in the chat. Otherwise, join us to look at interesting land.
Uh-oh, mouse pointer.
Yeah.
All right.